Second. So can everyone see my screen now? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is the first mock-up of the Grand, kind of from a higher scale. From another angle here, this would all be in downtown, and it would have a mix of retail, a mix of restaurants, open spaces, and some residential areas as well. Here's another view. And here are some of the partnerships. So these are some restaurants that would be going into that. This is just an example. There would be a lot more, but a few of the partnerships. Okay. And then here is the location. You have a sense of where it would be. So I'll give you guys just another 30 seconds to reflect on that, and then we'll talk about it.
Can I ask a question? Is
Sure.
that across the street from the Walt
Disney Hall?
Disney Hall?
I believe so, but yeah,
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, that is what it's looking like.
Can you leave that for a second?
Yeah, of course. There might be, we have another one too, so. There we go. Yeah, it's right across from the concert hall. Yeah,
there it is right there. Walt Disney. Okay, got it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for asking. Trying to go back. Okay. All right. So I would love to hear what you all have to say about that particular concept. So I'm going to start with David. Give me the 3 words that come to
mind. The first thing that came to mind was urban and then overbuilt.
Okay.
We've been talking about open spaces. We've been talking about grass and parks, and then I see structures. So it took a second to adjust to it. However, there was a photo that had like a kind of a top-down view, and I thought that looked a lot more interesting in that it seemed like there were layers, like almost like you could go on some discovery and find hidden things somehow.
Nice. Okay. So maybe it didn't meet your expectations in terms of open space at first, but once you kind of saw that there were some pockets and open spaces inside, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it started to grow on me a little bit.
Okay, nice. Anything else that you would be curious about, excited about with that?
Not yet.
Okay, all right. I'll follow up a little bit more later, but okay, Chris, what were your 3 words or initial reactions?
It's nice, but I don't know. I would guess deja vu would be another word, because it's nothing unique. Like I've seen, just the way it looks, it reminds me of like the Santa Monica Mall, and some other spaces. But I do like the gathering space. Like if you look from the bird's eye view, you have that kind of hollowed out middle there in between 2 buildings, and then there's like a gathering space in the middle. I do like that's how it's kind of got that opening in the middle is neat.
Yeah. Okay. So that's very similar to what David was saying too, that kind of bird's eye view and some of those smaller spaces would be interesting. Okay. Awesome. Now let's see. I'll go to, Anna.
I thought it looked rather corporate. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it does seem very corporate.
Yeah.
Structured and, expensive, but I'm not saying expensive in a bad way, because I like nice things. I'm not saying it has to be like, overpriced and like bougie, but I mean, I work in a business, like my business is like, you have to have money and appreciate nice things and have to understand, like, you can't just have nice things without spending money. So I'm not saying expensive in a bad way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But it definitely looked, more luxe, more expensive. Yeah. Okay. All right. Brinkley, how about you? What were your three words?
Like what Anna said, expensive, and they're trying too hard, and they're trying to be everything.
Okay.
And then also trying too hard and also trying to be everything. And you're stuck there. And then also very insulated.
Okay. Insulated. Okay. Tell me about that. Why insulated?
Okay. So because like they're trying to be everything, they're trying to have the green space, trying to have the community, of like other people, and then also they want the venues there, the cool shops, the artsy things there, the entertainment and everything. And I'm like, so once you have that, you're like, oh, and now I live here and like the traffic is awful. I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have everything.
Yeah. Okay. So you would think that this would maybe be for this particular place would be for the residences, and then they would never have to leave. Is that kind of what you would assume?
I think this is for like, this is me. I'm from here. So I think it's for, and as is the case in a lot of cases where people live in LA, they're from other states. I myself and this other friend, like the only two people that I know that are from here, went to school and everything, but like everybody else, I'm from Chicago, I'm from Miami, I'm from Colorado, like nobody's from here. So I think people that get hired to work at that, the lofty corporate spaces in the building or if they live there, they're probably going to be from out of town or out of state. And they're going to be like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. I'll never leave my house. But LA's so vast, they just have to, get a car, hop on the freeway and just know what it's like to be stuck in traffic and just experience the headaches that we experience to see other parts of LA. But I feel like this place provides everything for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's maybe
especially
more.
If they lived and worked there.
Yeah. So it's more for like newbies.
That's what I think. Yeah.
That's
newbies, not like amateurs, not like.
Yeah. Amateurs. Funny. Okay. Julian, what about you? What do you think?
When I first saw it, I was like, yes, with an exclamation mark. The reason why, I don't know if any of you are into architects. There's a guy that I met a couple years ago named Thomas Heatherwick. If you have a chance, go on his website. He's from London. He does, structures around the world. There's one in India where he did a park bridge with the entire bridge. It's a people bridge. It's a park, but it's a bridge. And it was just amazing when I first saw this, what you just put up. I'm like, oh my God, that's stuff that he does, because it had a European kind of feel. A lot of these structures that go up nowadays are just these boxes that go up very quickly and they're horrible looking. But at least with what you just showed, I'd be interested in seeing who the architects are, because it looks like it has a European or a kind of like a London kind of architectural feel that I like.
Okay, nice. So for you, this looks different from what you've seen in LA, and that would make it interesting. Okay.
Good time. Yes.
Anything like what kind of shops or, what kind of restaurants would you be like, would make you want to go there if you, in addition to the beautiful building, like what else?
Of course, the ones that you don't see every day that are in all the other malls. I go to the Century City Mall a lot, and you see the same stuff. It would be nice to have stuff that's unique to new kinds of things around the world, even. I would like to see what kind of prices are because they do have residential places there, correct?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I don't have the prices, but yes.
If I had to, I wouldn't mind living there. I mean, I just really thought, because I was in Europe for 3 months traveling around Italy and France and Monaco, and it had that feel that it was kind of unique compared to all these other shoebox, structures that went up. So I would love to go see, once it's up and running, I'd love to go down there and take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. So even the building itself would be of interest to you. Okay, awesome. And then Denise, tell me your 3 words that you thought of.
Buildings. Buildings. Like congestion.
Congestion.
I wanted more green space.
You want more green space?
To me, a little patch here and a little patch there just doesn't do it for me. I felt it was for the people who live there.
Okay. So you felt it